Yeah, from the 10th of May, inter-county travel is back, so you can travel throughout the southeast. You can travel wherever you like within the country. There'll be no more domestic travel restrictions, which is great. It's great for me being able to get out of Dublin and back to Waterford again. Can't really looking forward to it, and I'd say a lot of people are too. So that's probably one of the big good news stories of May 10th. So there's a few different things happening with visits on the 10th. So one is outdoor back gardens. You can, up to 3 households go, so any number of people within 3 households. So that could be you visiting your brother and bringing your sister along and their kids. That's all fine. So any number, or else if you're coming from you're meeting up with mates maybe, and there's 6 of you, say, from 6 different households, that's allowed, but no more than 6. So 6 from 6 is the rule in that. Visiting indoors is going to be the big change. So if you're lucky enough to be vaccinated and fully vaccinated, you can meet up indoors without any masks, without any social distancing, with up to 2 other fully vaccinated households. So your granny and her best mate and her best mate's mate, they can all meet up indoors, no problem at all, bust out the sherry, and they're absolutely grand. For people then who want to maybe visit your granny or visit your parents or whoever it is, you'll be allowed to do it, but the rule is only 1 non-vaccinated household within them, right? So you and your partner or whoever, you can go and visit your granny or your parents indoors, and as long as they are fully vaccinated, you're fine to do it, but you can't bring in a whole load of different households together. Yeah, the queue outside Penny's is going to be astronomical when this actually starts. So it's going to start with click and collect and shop by appointment only. So that's kind of, you're a bit more boutique maybe than Penny's. If you're setting up to get a suit fitted or something like that, you'll be able to book that appointment from the 10th. And IKEA, all those sort of things, they're going to return for click and collect from that date. And then it's only a week later that full retail is going to open. Yes, it's going to be outdoors first, unless you're staying in a hotel. So on the 2nd of June, hotels, B&Bs and guest houses are open, and they're going to be the only places you'll be allowed to dine indoors. They're allowed to serve to their residents, so you can go down for the breakfast, you can get dinner or whatever. As long as you're a resident, you're staying in that hotel. You can't just walk in and go to the restaurant. And then a few days later, on the far side of the June bank holiday on June 7th, that's when pubs and restaurants, they're going to open up to outdoor dining. We're still waiting a bit more guidance on it. So for example, we don't know, are the time limits going to stay? We don't know, are there going to be limits on the amount of people? Remember, for a while it was max 15 outdoors. It looks like that's going to be scrapped. If you've got a larger premises with a big terrace or whatever that can fit more than 15 people, you'll be allowed to do that. And the dreaded €9 meal is being scrapped. That's one thing we know for sure. So you won't need to buy those COVID defending chicken nuggets. If you're lucky enough to get an appointment for the 10th, you can indeed. And that's going to be the battle, I think. Already the queue forming. I'm seeing Instagram posts go up saying book now for people that who I never would have thought would have even taken a booking off me, that you just walk on in. But that's the plan, the 10th. So your hairdressers, your barbers, your beauticians, your nail salons, all that kind of stuff that makes us nice and pretty, that's going to open up on the 10th. Yeah, the weddings are a little bit weird. So you're going to be allowed 50 people at the service in the church. And then you're going to have to whittle out your favorites among the people that you've invited, because if you're having an indoor afters, it's a max of 6 people, which realistically is just going to be yourselves and the parents of both sides, or maybe the best man and the maid of honor or whatever. If you're doing it outdoors, you can have 15. So there's a little bit more flexibility, and that's going to last until probably June, and June 7th, I imagine, is going to be the date when it will go up to 25 at the after. So you have a bit more flexibility. Still not massive amounts for a wedding. No. And then probably increase through the summer. So if you have something rebooked or booked for later in the summer, you might be a little bit luckier. Otherwise, get picking your best friends and your favorite family again. June 7th is the date for gyms, and it's this personal only, so you will be training on your own. There's no clarification yet as to whether that personal training might return, as in you can have the personal trainer with the gym in with you doing the routine. We don't 100% know yet. I've seen a lot of places actually already advertising outdoor classes, where they would have done fields and stuff from May 10th, and that could be allowed because gatherings of up to 15 are to happen. But in terms of just actually getting into the gym and the swimming pool as well, that's not going to be until June 7th.